What up?
What's going on? Facebook.
Oh, wait, some people come in.
All the people out there. Oh, man. It's late. Had a long day. Tired.
Me too. We're gonna try to be here too long, y'all.
Yeah, we try to make this quicker than normal. Phone drop. We back. Yeah.
Scared me?
Yeah, scared.
Hey,
Scared.
Oh, it didn't scare you?
Nah.
Really?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not even a little bit. I saw it coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing the topic Tuesday from yesterday morning.
Yeah. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but we're gonna do it today. Topic that we are going to cover today is drum roll.
He's so lame.
What's the difference between settling for someone and someone being perfect for you? Is there a difference? Your thoughts?
I feel like there is a difference. I don't think no one can be perfect for anyone. I feel like it's more of a... I don't feel like you're settling either. So I feel like, well, maybe someone can't be perfect for you.
I think there's a difference. I definitely think there's a difference between settling and someone being perfect for you. Because at the end of the day, the key word is perfect for you. You have everyone has their flaws, so technically no one's perfect. So I would say, yeah, there's a difference, because I could settle for just anybody, but that person I'm settling for, I'm not, it's not the right person for me, you know what I'm saying? What's so funny?
Nothing, I just got a text message. I'm tired, I really am. That's basically what it is. Okay, so for real, like I that perfect word kind of like throws me. And the reason why we're talking about this is only because of that Tina Knowles video. I put it up last week. And
check that video.
Please check that out. I have it on the
Black
page.
Love.
Yeah, and it's on the page. And there's different videos that she got going on. And she basically was like, I wrote out a list, and he basically checked out most of them. So, I mean, is he perfect? No, but you know what I'm saying? And everybody gave her like so much hell for it, because basically she just said, hey, this man ain't perfect. But what I got from it was, and maybe because I'm one of them, I don't even know how to explain myself, but I'm one of them people who, hold on y'all. Sorry. I'm one of those people who tend to, my face always gives more than what it needs to be given. So for me, it was more of a, bro, you ain't perfect. Like, don't ever think you're perfect. Because no one's perfect. Like, he's not perfect for me. Like, because you're not perfect. You're not perfect at all. Like, you're not perfect. I don't feel like you're...
I'm not perfect. I mean, no one's perfect, but
I don't feel like no one is perfect for a certain person, though. Only because of the simple fact of the matter. Like, it's like if someone is married to a person for like 16, 15 years, right? And then something happened to him, and then she get remarried again. How does that make... If that's the case, if you were perfect for me, then that means I won't be able to find love ever again. Period. That's how I see the logic. When I see perfect,
like that.
That's how I see it.
I don't see it like that.
I'm just saying, like, that's how
when you say perfect for me, when you say perfect for me, meaning that you, with flaws and all, you're still, like, you match my puzzle piece. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect fit. You match my puzzle piece. Not saying perfect like, oh, you don't have flaws. I mean, everyone has flaws in the end of the day. So
She seemed to not care. I think that's why everybody was.
One was up in arms.
I mean, like I totally agree with that. I really do. I feel like that's probably why they basically made her feel bad. But like, it's kind of like how Charles just felt. Like Charles felt like I was saying he wasn't nothing. That's probably how he felt. But I don't think she meant it in such a derogatory way. Like I felt like it's like, okay, like I guess for her, in my eyes, she didn't let perfect be such a strong word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She was basically, she's coming from a whole nother relationship that she had been with a man for years, had 2 kids by, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, she was just like, okay, I'm gonna write out this list. This man ain't perfect. He ain't gotta be perfect. I don't want a perfect man. I just want somebody who, you know what I'm saying, gonna make me happy or that I can live my life with.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting perfect on this person.
Yeah.
And I think for him, it was more of a pride thing, like, oh, snaps. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, I am perfect for you. And I mean, how can you say someone is perfect for you if, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Matthew Knowles was supposed to be perfect for her.
So with that statement being said, do you feel like, so you don't feel like it's a difference of someone being perfect for someone and someone settling?
No, I do feel like it's a difference between, I don't feel like, no. I don't feel like there's a difference between that. I do feel like there's a difference between being in I do feel like there's a difference between a relation, like the relationship wise, not necessarily being perfect, but you know what, someone being just for me, like, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say at the time, that doesn't sound nice at all, but like it's more or less, I'm not settling, because settling means I just be like, oh, okay, he don't do this, but he does do that. I feel like there's a difference between compromising. So
you wouldn't use the word perfect?
I wouldn't use the word perfect, yeah. Like, I don't know another word that I would use. I don't know what your word... Do I have to, like, get a thesaurus or something?
I'm just asking.
I don't know what word I would use for it. Like, I really don't know what word I would personally use for it. But it wouldn't be perfect. I wouldn't say... Because I don't feel like I'm perfect for you. I feel like I am made for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In your likeness, as far as like how we vibe, and you know what I'm saying, and how we interact. But I wouldn't say I'm perfect, because there's a lot of things about me that aren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? That aren't exactly. And there are some things where like there would have been a deal breaker for someone else if they had did it versus what I did for you. You know what I'm saying? That would have changed the cards. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what the term perfect for you is. It's like saying, you know, I like Domino's pizza. It's perfect for me. But for you, you may not like Domino's pizza. It may not be perfect for you. You may like, it's overcooked a little bit. It's undercooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to go online and see if I can find a better word than perfect.
So that's
like
what...
Perfect is just putting way too... I feel like the word settling and perfect is just too much. Because settling, I feel like when someone says I settle, that means I'm just like, okay.
You're just taking what you're given.
Taking what I got.
That I agree with. I think settling is what it is. It's if I'm settling for this person, that means I'm taking for what they
Bridget says she agree with you. I don't. Because I mean, I feel like I just feel like perfect is just too strong of a word. Now, I do agree with what he's trying to say, but perfect is too strong of a word. I feel like that was the problem with the whole situation of Tina Knowles and I don't even know the man's name, her new husband. I felt like that was what it was. And the way she viewed perfect versus the way he viewed perfect was not the same. Perfect is, I'm making your life completely whole, and this is all it's gonna be for the rest of your life. And even if something happened to me, I'm your worker. That's how I feel like perfect looks for me. And granted, like if God forbid,
I don't think.
I said that's how I view it. That's why I'm saying that's how I view it. That's how I view it. But I don't feel like I just feel like it's too strong of a word for me to be saying, "Hey, you're perfect for me." I feel like I don't know.
I think you're looking at the.
But you're leaving off the end of the statement. The emphasis is
for me, not
for me.
Perfect. And that's
but okay. So even if I put the perfect, you're perfect for me. To me, my logic goes to you're only perfect just for me. So that means don't go if something happens to me later on in life, or if we break apart, then that means you're not perfect for me. Your piece doesn't completely make me who I am anymore. Because but
that's also now okay.
So do you get what I'm trying to explain?
I see what you're trying to say, but you're looking like I think you're looking too deep into it rather than looking at the surface. Me and you get together, and we're in love with each other, and we click. You know, we have our ups and downs, but in the end of the day, in my eyes, I'm making you my wife. In my eyes, you're perfect for me. Now, granted, like you said, later on down the line, you know, things change, people change, you know?
So you're saying flaws and all. Like, y'all are thinking as far as flaws.
Flaws and all, yeah. Okay, because, I mean, Domino's Pizza has flaws for some people, but it's perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? But Papa John's is what's perfect for you. So, and I don't like Papa John's at all. I know it's not. I'm not talking literal. I'm just saying, like, let's say Papa John's was your all-time favorite pizza and Domino's is mine. Then you would see Papa John's as the perfect pizza. I would see Domino's as the perfect pizza. It's perfect for me. May not be perfect for that guy or that person over there, but it's perfect for me.
So why wouldn't you say it works for me versus it's perfect for me?
I mean, you could say it works for me but it works for me. It's like also kind of shaky too. And like, all right, because you could say something works for you that really doesn't work. And
you could say somebody's perfect for you that's really not perfect for you.
True.
So why wouldn't you say perfect?
But there's an opposite to everything.
But I'm just saying, like,
if that's the case, because it's the opposite of everything. It has positive and negative both sides, you know. So all I'm saying is that I feel like let's go back to more veering towards the topic. The difference to me.
So how can you
of settling? I tell the difference in settling and what's perfect for me is me settling. I feel like when you're settling, you're just taking what you're given. You know, where he's like, here, you take this, and that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Perfect for you is wherever I accept you for you. This is my definition. Perfect for me is I'm accepting, you know, of course, the love, the loving, and all that stuff. But besides that, I'm accepting you for you, your flaws, or everything that comes with you. I'm accepting.
And
but
what you're
even
doing
so,
when you're
it's perfect for me. Settling, I feel like it's more like you're not perfect for me. You may not be the one that's making me happy, but the fact that, hey, we're in a comfortable situation, we cool, I can get along with you, I can dap you up when I see you, you know, we can talk sports. I'm just cool with what I'm doing. I'm settling.
You're confusing me.
I'm settling. You know,
I feel like
perfect for me is you know what I love
the thick, the thin, the ups and downs.
Yes, the ups and downs. Even the flaws
you can do that
we can work
too, though.
You can.
You can do that by that's why I'm trying to figure out the difference between the two. Because and that's another reason why, like, I looked at the definition of perfect. Don't judge me. But it says the verb is completely free from flaws or defects or as close as such a condition as possible. Having all the adjective of it is having all the required and desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics as good as it possibly can be.
Perfect. Absolute. Complete. So perfect. You complete me. It works. It works both ways. I think you're thinking perfect like mint condition, like an item. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay, so how do you work past settlement? How do you work past in a relationship from settlement to perfect?
That's a good question. Because that's one thing I do agree, that settlement and I really like you and love you for who you are, and me settling for you can really get confused in my opinion, because they're so similar. They're like twins, but not identical twins. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Yeah, it's twin to me. They're twins, but they're not twins. So you can easily mistake both of them, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's what he kind of felt like she was saying. Settling, that she was just settling for what she got, and it is what it is.
She's old and getting crusty.
Really,
and found another crusty guy. He's just nicer than all the other crusty guys, and they just became crusty. In some words.
When you're settling, it's more. Hold on, let me see. I'm looking up the definition now, y'all. Like,
reach an agreement, settle. A good example of settling versus. You know, this is perfect. This is a good example to me. Good example of difference between settling and perfect. Settle. Military folks out there will know. Contract marriage is settling. It's coming to an agreement. Hey, I'll marry you so you can get health benefits and I get BAH. And, you know, I'm not in love with you. You're not my significant other, but but we have this agreement going, because settling is an agreement. Perfect for you is, I don't care about your money. I don't care about your flaws. I don't care about your toe that points to the left when you walk sideways. I don't care about none of that. I'm with you to the end, like a ride or die type thing.
And when I think of settling, I think of, I'm not really happy. I'm not really happy, but I mean, hey, I could be worse.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna deal with what I got. It could be worse, but I'm just gonna deal with what I got. Yep. I feel like that's how people end up getting stuck between settling and being perfect for someone, quote unquote perfect, from where his standpoint of perfect. So with that being said, if my good could be better and I know I'm worth better than what I'm getting, and I'm still settling for something, then of course I'm just gonna chop it up as I'm comfortable, and I'm just gonna deal with what I got going on. Yeah. I'm not really happy, but I don't really. When you're in a relationship, you should really think before you consider someone to be perfect for you, because if you don't know what you're worth, you will completely be settling and won't even know you're settling. And in your mind, the situation is perfect, but it's really not. You're settling for something that you don't even realize that you're just settling for. So you just have to know the difference. Now, granted, I still don't believe in this perfect thing, but hey, I understand it, and I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. So with that being said, for me, I think that's how I understand settling versus a perfect thing. Like,
settling is like, hey, I always eat burgers with cheese on it, but I end up getting a burger without the cheese. I still eat it, but it ain't what I want.
And that's like the one thing that makes it. And that's the one thing that makes you happy.
That's what makes it perfect for me.
That's the one thing that makes me happy. Like
on the burger.
Like with Charles, like
I'm the cheese.
I wouldn't be able to.
The cheese.
You're not the cheese, because I don't like cheese like that.
Well, I'm the lettuce. I'm the onions. How about that? She like onions.
I like onions.
She be having onion breath.
Your mama be having onion breath.
My mama gonna be watching this. You heard that, Mom?
Oh yes!
My God! Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha. No. She gonna be watching this. She gonna see it. She caught you. Got it. Right there. Get her. Get her.
Oh God. But no, like it's just one of them things where it's like you don't settle. You settle for something that is not necessarily like it's your number one thing. Is the number one thing they don't do, and it's like, like why can't I can deal with so much more? I could take this, and I write out my list, and this person does not hit every bullet point, or at least hit the minimum amount of, you know what I'm saying? Like if you write out a list and they only hitting 5, and you don't wrote a list of 20 something things, you settling, baby, because that makes no sense. Like
So with that being said, how can, like, if you had to give someone, I don't know, if you had to like sit here and sit back and think, what would be the signs? Well, I think you just said it actually. I'm about to just re-ask you a question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What would be the signs of settling for you?
Signs of settling is
Right.
if I'm more sad than I am happy.
So if the cons outweigh the pros.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Mine
the
too.
cons outweigh the pros, then I'm settling. Like I can't.
What if they're equal?
If they're equal, then that means y'all are able to at least grow. If they're equal, then that means y'all are able to grow. But the only way y'all gonna grow is if y'all sit down and actually talk about, hey.
Because it could go negative.
Yeah, because I mean, like if they don't see it equal on their end, then your equal has nothing to do with anything. Like you know what I'm saying?
No.
But when you sit down and make that list, that's for you. Like you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yes, y'all are in a relationship, but when you make that list is for you, for you and you only. But you have to make sure that that's something that you want and not something that like you're just trying to, you know what I'm saying, do the most with. Like I would say like, let's say, go ahead.
So
I gather my thoughts.
Yeah, gather your thoughts, and this might help with gathering your thoughts. But now my next thing is,
I need that commentary.
my next thing is, as far as settling goes, can you let's say, and I said it earlier, can someone be perfect for you at that time? And as time goes on, can that drift to just settling? Or vice versa, like you said, vice versa. Can you settle for someone, and that someone ends up being perfect for you?
That's a possibility.
But
That's a possibility with any relationship.
You think, and the thing that pops in my mind, and I don't know, when people that watch this or whatever, I see there's a show out there called Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight takes basically two people that never seen each other before and puts them right there at the altar, and they get married. And then they go off and they live together and act like a married couple. And we watched like a season or two of it, about a season and a half. And we seen like different couples on there where some couples thrive. They end up growing. And they end up
working out for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some that just
couldn't do
I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't know this person. This person's a stranger to me. This is not a person I pursued. It's not a person I went after. So, but even with that first initial thought, later as time goes on, they start discovering stuff about that person that they like. And they're like, you know what? Maybe I can do this, and maybe this will work. Or maybe it doesn't work. Or maybe this person is perfect for me. I like them. And then we just start falling off because you start seeing flaws you didn't like.
I say yes to both too.
So yeah, I agree with Bridget.
I say yes to both because I mean either way it go, like it can, but like you also gotta know when, and that's our next. It was supposed to be tonight, but we chose to change the subject since Topic Tuesday we had already had.
Yeah,
Topic
we missed it. We already had a topic out in the air, so we decided.
But next week is going to be when do you know when enough is enough? Like when is enough enough? So like, yeah, you can go from settling to being perfect and perfect to being just settling. But like, I don't. There is where my if I had to give my complete my complete opinion on it, not based upon what you said. There, I feel like they weren't perfect for you in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel. Because if someone is perfect for me, like I say again, that means I'm going to be there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that's going to change. Especially if we're going to use the word perfect. For me, perfect is a very strong word. So, if you're going to be perfect, there ain't no selling. We're going to have to figure this out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm going to be able to live my life.
And that goes back to knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? Because people's perfect levels, meters, are on different levels than other people's. You know,
right.
Some people, perfect is she cooks and she cleans. That's perfect for me. You know, some people's perfect meter is she cooks, she cleans, she's a great mother, she loves me, she does this, that, and third.
So many other things.
So it goes back for someone to have the right judgment, to me, of settling and being perfect is knowing your own worth and knowing yourself first.
Yeah.
If you know yourself first, then you know what your standard is. If you don't know yourself, you don't know where you're at, you don't know where your standard is.
Preach it, Daddy. Oh, man.
And I say to the choir.
Charles.
Oh,
Takes up too far.
I'm about to do the head shake.
He's so annoying. Don't forget the sex. What?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that's true. That is very true. Like, some people...
That's a standard for some people. Some people don't care. Some people act crap be whack because for some people's viewpoints is that something...
But you got to be on the same...
That's something... But see, that's something that also can get worked in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
You don't think so?
No. Look, listen. I do feel like sex can be a huge factor in settling and perfect. Now, if you can't work on something sexual, that perfect score can go down, 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 down.
Okay.
Sex is an intimacy. Like, it's something that connects y'all. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go biblical about it, but, I mean, yeah, biblical about it, but that's a soul tie. And even though, like, and for some people, it's therapy. For some people, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's getting them through, like, certain things. And that soul tie is therapy for some people. That's why it's very, very, very vital when you get ready to have sex with someone. You know who you want in your life. Because if not, I mean, you just letting all this other stuff in by just doing all this extra stuff. But sex can be a big, big, big factor. But that's where compromise come in. Because if I'm a sex addict and Charles ain't a sex addict, or if sex is the one thing that gets me through, like, okay, babe, I done had a rough day, and you say, oh, man, babe, I had a rough day, all I want you to do is rub my feet, and I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna need a little bit more than rubbing my feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta know, okay, for me, like we always say this on almost all of our videos, it's a crock pot thing for me. Mm-hmm. So if that's something that you want and you want it to be a perfect situation, you don't have to crock pot that. Like, but to be honest and truthful, and
sex can be... Explain your crock pot word, because we got some people. Hey, Sharon, I see you on there. And hey, Fig, Sharon. What's going on?
Well, crock potting is you know how when you put your food in the crock pot and it start cooking and it takes it's gonna take about 4,
put your time
6,
in, basically
8, maybe 10 hours, depending on your crock pot. Everybody's crock pot ain't the same. Because you might not got actual crock pots. You might just got the little pots that's like crock pots. I don't know. But you put in your time. Like, you put in your time. You're like, okay, I'm going to sprinkle her with her love language in this. I'm going to sprinkle her with her love language. And I'm only saying her because I'm thinking of me and Charles. And I'm going to sprinkle her with this love language today. And then I'm going to give her a surprise here. And then I'm going to give her a surprise there. And then by the time that hour of that 6 hour, I'm like, hold up, man, he deserves a little, a little of this food that he done crock pot all night. You know what I'm saying? So, he deserve a little taste. Get him a bowl and some spoon and a spoon and go ahead and let him eat up a little bit.
Might even get seconds.
Boy, you know what I'm saying? Like the crock pot, I really, truly, and utterly believe in the crock pot. I forgot what I was going for. In the crock pot, what's the word I'm looking for? Not phase. Technique. There we go. Sorry. I believe in the crock pot technique. I really do. I truly believe in the crock pot technique. But that goes with...
And just since we got some more viewers, just to update them, what the topic we're discussing is what's the difference between settling for someone
and being perfect,
and being perfect for someone. So that's what we've been discussing.
And so since we're doing a recap, Charles feels like there's a such thing as being perfect for someone. Yeah, and I don't believe there's a such thing as being perfect for someone. I believe that there's a such thing as we're working towards what's going to work for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in that. I believe there's a difference between that and settling. I don't believe in that perfect word because that perfect word gives too much weight to a situation. Like, you can't, I feel like perfect is like those words as always and never. And in our relationships, we try our hardest not to say always and never. Like, it's to a point where if I say, well, you always, Charles, like, don't say always. Because always is basically saying that, okay, I don't ever do anything right. There's nothing I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why it's too permanent of a word. But that's what perfect is. Perfect is a permanent word. So in my mind, that's what I result to. Even if you look at the definition, it says permanent. Like it's one of those words. It's a permanent word. You cannot say I'm perfect for you. What you can say is, baby, I'm in this for you, and I'm in this for us, and I want us to work. And I don't want it to be something where we're comfortable, because settling is comfortableness. What up, McKeithen?
What up, McKeithen?
So to me, I feel like there's a difference between settling and working, but perfect, I don't feel like that should exist in a relationship, because there's no such thing as perfectness. Like,
I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, though. I mean, I get that. There's no such. I mean, nobody's perfect.
I think you work for me. Let's say that.
Yeah, you can say.
I think you work for me, but
but
perfect is too dead. Nah.
But perfect,
because if I say you're perfect for me and you let me down, that's a lot worse than really. You lucky.
But perfect also means. I mean, but it depends on the person. I think at the end of the day, like, I mean, you could be perfect with flaws, but you're.
No,
for me.
I do understand the fact of what you're saying, being perfect for that person and being the only one, the apple of my eye. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no what's up, because you was already in the group. What's up, Gilbert?
Hey, Gilbert. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Punch back at you.
Oh, I thought it was a pound, like fist bump. Pound. Oh.
Okay, shit. Look, now we're not starting that.
We ain't doing that on here.
We're not starting that.
Keep that for some. You know where that goes.
Yes.
And let me know when y'all do that.
Okay, so you know what? Anyways.
But
so yeah, like, I feel like perfect is too much of a permanent word, y'all. Like, that's just me. He feels like it works. I feel like that's too permanent. Don't put that much pressure on me. Don't put that pressure on me, because once you start making me feel like I gotta be perfect for you, then I gotta be somebody else, because I'm not perfect. That's just not me. That's true. I do agree. I do agree. People don't. But I'm just saying, with my mindset, like, if someone comes to me and asks me, that's what I'm gonna give them. I don't feel like you should put, especially not on something like, if someone asks me advice, especially in such early relationships, I would never say he's like, use the word perfect. Maybe long down the line when y'all done been together and it's y'all old and crusty and you know what I'm saying, and y'all basically gonna die together.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no such.
It's like, well,
that's
since
it.
we're about to die,
we perfect for each other.
You're perfect for me.
But like, with too much of a time span for y'all to be done walked away from each other, and where's that perfectness if y'all walk away? Where's that perfectness if it doesn't work out? So you basically telling me like perfect is that word. Perfect means you're perfect for me. You complete me. There's no way this is gonna change, like, at all. I would identify with this part of the definition as good as possible, as good as it possible as. God, dog.
As good as it is possible to be.
There it is. Yeah.
So basically, but that sounds. I don't know that.
I would say that. That's what I would say though. I wouldn't say.
But
perfect,
as good as it is possible to be, wouldn't that also be settling?
It could be. As good as it possible. God, why we can't read that right? As good as it possible.
It is.
It is possible to be. There it is. It literally.
Oh, we got a camera a little bit further, so we got to kind of like squint to
and I got on glasses. Sheesh.
But I don't know. I think as good as it is as possible. God dog, as good as it's gonna be, like as good as it is gonna be to me is also. I don't know. That seemed more like a settling statement to me.
No.
If you say, hey,
that's as good as it's gonna possibly be.
This is as good as it gets.
No, that's the difference. As good as it gets, and good as it
possible to be.
Man, y'all know what that thing is. As good as it gets is okay. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, ain't nothing gonna change. So hey, I mean,
I look at more as good as it possible to be. I mean, that is part of the definition, but I
don't finish much. Shut up. We can't see. Makita, shut up. Oh my God.
I feel like I look more at the completeness of it. Like I feel whole with this other person. That's why I look at as far as the perfect piece.
Right.
Now, do I agree that, you know, in the day you're not perfect? I do. Wholeheartedly. Like, as the actual definition that everybody knows perfect to be.
And I only feel like the reason why they put that at the end is because nothing is perfect.
Yeah, in the day. But, but I do see both sides of it, and I see where you come from.
Right. I understand where y'all coming from. I really do.
Yeah, yin to your yang. Yeah. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Yang, because.
But even then, I mean, that still goes to. I guess because I'm probably thinking way too deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because my mind automatically goes to the idea of if it doesn't work out, then where are we then from there?
Yeah.
I feel like where is it then? Like.
But you're looking at the whole relationship from beginning to end.
Right.
You're not just looking at the moment of what you feel right then and there. You know, and a lot of people look at the moment of what they feel right then and there.
Right.
Like, if I'm happy now, you're perfect for me.
Right.
You know, if I'm
See,
if I'm mad now, then I start seeing these flaws. Well, crap, am I settling? Or are you really perfect for me?
Death do us part.
Death do we part. Death do we part.
I said death do us part.
Yeah, he said death do we part. He done made a whole different phrase. Death do we part.
I mean, that makes sense. But
I mean, and I agree. Sense. I mean, in the day, because I mean, in the day, and then now.
So, do y'all feel like there's a such thing as like, what would be something that would be settling versus someone who's perfect for you? What is it for you that makes someone perfect?
And you can go extreme with it too. You can go extreme to
someone
to non-extreme.
Who wouldn't be
like for me, someone settling is if I'm beating on you every day and you still with me. Is that person really perfect for you, or is it just are you just settling?
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, think about it. I mean, is that really a perfect match?
Death do
Are
we
you
part.
settling? You know, and then someone that Hey, I may not make the most money in the world, but I come home, I take care of the kids, I take care of you, I please you.
But some people would consider that to be settling right there. Like if a girl,
that's true,
like a
and
girl,
that goes back
there
to
are
your
some
standard.
females who would be like, oh snap, you don't make enough money. You can come home and take care of the kids all day long, but you don't make enough money. But
that's true. But that's
also. But would that be wrong? Would that be wrong? Would that be wrong for someone to feel like you don't make enough money?
I feel like in the end of the day, as a person, I feel like you want what you want. You know, and that's just human nature. Like, hey, if I want someone that's real sexual with me, and I want a woman that's good at taking care of a house and a home, or even opposite, I want a woman that just would chill with me. It's about your standards and morals. Yeah, and that's what I think it is. At the end of the day, everything fits. It's that perfect word, that settling word is different for each and every single person. Exactly. What may be settling to you may be perfect for me.
See, how is that perfect word?
Yeah.
Y'all tripping.
Maybe perfect for another. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't get down with the perfect.
You know?
It might work for me.
It's kind of like perfect weather. Like my perfect weather could be 78 degrees. Her perfect weather could be 68 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And you're like this. But Kalika, you're looking at it like with no flaws.
But there would be
looking at no flaws.
Okay, so let's say quote unquote my perfect weather. No, listen.
Perfect weather was Friday. Last Friday for me. Last Friday. I don't know if I don't know what y'all I don't know if y'all remember the weather on Friday, but going outside, you had the sunshine, you had a nice breeze, and it cooled down at night. Mm-hmm. Friday was perfect for me. Like that weather is perfect for me.
See, and
that's too permanent for you, but that's how it is for me. I love that weather.
You know what I realized,
like, there's nothing wrong with that weather for me.
What I realized another thing here is for me, I'm more of a person who I'm spontaneous. I'm a spontaneous person. He's more of a by the letter, like doop 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 doop. That ain't me, not at all. So granted, Friday was great weather, but there's gonna be a day and time. If that was the same, like me, him, and the kids, we were sitting here saying, "Oh."
We're talking about where we at, Fig. We're not talking about New Mexico. I forgot to mention that. My bad. In Columbus, Georgia.
It was nice. It was really nice.
It was perfect. It was perfect weather for me. Like if that was the weather every day, man, I'd be happy camper.
Okay, so to resume what I was saying, but like before we started this, we was doing would you rather do this or that, and for me, that weather is good, but there's no way I would want that weather every single day. Like, because I like the snow. I like when it gets cold. I like when it gets hot sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I love different varieties of things. So therefore, nothing can completely be perfect.
So your perfect is different.
I don't feel like what is perfect though? Like I don't feel like there's nothing perfect for me.
Your perfect is spontaneousness. Your perfect is different. Your perfect is something that is, hey, you give me this today, you give me that tomorrow, you give me this tomorrow, you give me that next day, you give me this, you give me that, you show me, you like variety. That's what you like. That's what you like, and that's your perfect. In the day, you may not want to admit it, but that's a
permanent statement though. Cause what if I get older and I'm like,
But that's
because like talking to your mom, even when I talked to your mom was like, "Oh, I used to love to do all of these things.
Yeah.
Never like doing this the same thing every single day."
But it's similar.
And now it's to a point where she's just like, you know what? I just want to. There's no such thing as perfect. Then, like that's not my perfect reality. There is a such thing as a perfect
because if that person is perfect for you, that person will change the changes will come simultaneously. It'll happen.
I mean, but that
because
doesn't
as you get older,
mean,
both of y'all change.
You're gonna change regardless. If a man is beating on me or if a man don't treat me right, you're gonna change regardless. When I was growing up and I had my thought days, I used to think that these dudes were for me. They were for me because shoot, they ain't had nowhere to stay. They was at my house, so you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But I had to slowly learn that, like, okay, dang, like they was out here putting me out here looking like this, that, and the third, but I was trusting in so many people. Like, you get what I'm saying? So where I quote unquote thought it was perfect, it wasn't. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like, you can't necessarily say that there is a complete perfectness that's gonna change you. You're gonna change regardless. Like, whatever you go through is gonna change you regardless, whether it's a perfect or it's not a perfect, quote unquote. But I don't believe that there's a perfect. Like, that's just my, like, we're gonna agree to disagree, but I don't believe that there's a such thing as a perfect.
Okay.
I just believe that there is something that's gonna work. It's going to, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna work out. It's gonna work out regardless.
Yeah.
It's kind of like love. Like, do you feel like love never dies?
It's not supposed to.
So if you love someone, you're gonna love them forever. So if like something,
I think loving someone and having love for someone is two different things.
It's a person that meets your needs and keep you happy at all times. No one's ever gonna keep you happy at all times.
Yeah,
No. Go ahead and say it, because that's what you basically saying. They're gonna complete you. Okay. They're gonna make you who you feel like is, but nothing's ever going to be like, you know what I'm saying, settling. I just feel like there's no such thing as settling. I mean, as perfect. Perfect is too deep of a word. You cannot put that on someone. Perfect.
But okay,
no, there's
say
no
perfect for you. There's no perfect.
But if you, let's say me, God forbid something happened between me and Charles, and he finds somebody else, I'm gonna be at your new wedding saying, you were supposed to be perfect for me, Charles, and you're gonna look at me like, nah, player, nah.
That just means
Wendy perfect for me now. Like, if she's perfect, she's perfect. She fits your puzzle. That's how I feel like. That's the mindset I go to. Like, if you're perfect for someone, then that's what they are. They're perfect for. Now, if we're saying work for someone, then I don't agree with that. Like, I just feel
let me ask you this. So what's the difference for you for work for someone and perfect for someone?
Perfect is with the definition of as good as it gonna get, and it's permanent. It's one of them things where I feel like when I think of work for someone, I feel like we're gonna grow together, and it's going to get better.
The subject is what's the difference between settling and
someone being perfect,
and settling for someone and someone being perfect for you now.
Yeah, basically.
Perfect for you, not just perfect, because ain't nobody perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
You know.
And my opinion is, I feel like perfect is to. It's not an argument. Like, it's not an argument. We're just talking. It's a debate. It's just for everybody to like weigh in on it, because it's, to me, I already gave my opinion. His opinion is what it's gonna be. Like, we're waiting on other people to weigh in, but I just feel like perfect. There's no such thing as perfect for someone. Period. Like,
I feel like it depends on the person, because
some
people have a perfect. Some people know what their perfect may be. We went
all off topic. The topic is settling versus perfect.
And then settling. But see, with settling though, we kind of came in agreement with settling. Settling, I feel like is an easier.
And that's how you can tell.
Easier understanding of.
That's how you can tell the difference between perfect and settlement. A settlement versus a perfect situation. Mm-hmm. Perfect situation is someone, in your words, someone who's going to complete you. Someone who's going to be there for you, pick you up where you're down, blah, blah, blah. Settling is, it is what it is. They got 2 of the 5. No, 2 of the 20, so, you know, or 2 of the 10.
Cons outweigh the pros, basically.
It's fine.
You know, but see, the thing is with that, though, some people don't realize they settling because
they feel like it's perfect.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel like someone's background, their upbringing, you know, what they've been through in life, could change their views on what perfect may be and what settling may be?
Heck yeah.
Because, I mean, someone that hasn't really seen love in the household, or someone that has seen love in the household, you know, I think I'm basically repeating what I said earlier about your. I feel like your wording for perfect and your wording for settling is
about the same.
Is dependent on your self standard at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I really, but that's where you have to know where you are. And like you said earlier, like settling is easier. You basically decide all the things that he or she are doing when you know it's wrong and you accept it anyway.
Like getting
you
beat
feel
on.
Stuck because you don't understand what real love truly is. And that's exactly what Charles was saying. He was basically saying you taking it, but you ain't really happy. You're not happy at all. But I just feel like, and to go back to what we were talking about earlier, the whole thing came about based upon the video Tina Knowles and her new husband and how he was hurt by what she said. And I personally feel like he took it as she was saying she was settling. And she took it as there's no such thing as being perfect. It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You meet, if I got 20 on the list, bruh, you meet about 16, 17 of that. Like, and that's way more than what I've ever had. And you actually hit the ones that matters the most. So to me, you're not perfect, but shoot, hey, I'm happy. Like, you know, it works. But like I say again, I feel like perfect is a strong word versus I would say it works versus it's perfect. Like, you work for me, not work. But it works out for me. It works out for me versus you being perfect for me. Yep. That's how I feel.
So you never had a perfect situation before?
I've had a situation that made me happy. I've had right now. To be in this relationship that we're in now, that this is the best relationship I've ever had.
Yes, but she crushed that man's soul.
She did. She really did. And that was why I feel like.
But who wants to hear the significant other not saying? Because I mean,
so did you feel some type of way when I said that you're not perfect?
Did I feel some type of way? No. Well, I know you. At the end of the day, and I know what your definition is and what you mean behind it.
Okay.
You know, but I know, like, for other people. We was
on national TV and I was like, Charles ain't perfect. He's straight.
I'm like, she don't mean that.
That man said.
Yeah. He was like, he reevaluated his entire life after that statement. He's like, man, what am I doing? So stuff got real.
See, and that's why I feel like, with that being said, but two different perspectives, I feel like that's where you have to know the difference between settling and perfect. Because perfect can be just as well as deceiving as it. You could think settling is perfect very easily. But perfect, quote unquote, to what the definition that everybody's using, perfect for me and settling, they ain't the same. It's just like saying that knowing the difference between love and lust. That's two different things.
Knowing the difference between a cheeseburger with cheese and a burger without cheese.
Nah, that's very obvious. Like,
no, I'm saying cheeseburger. I'm not settling for a cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
But now if you just give me a burger without the cheese, I eat it, but I'm settling for it.
Yeah. So like,
and I said it earlier too. I said that same thing I just said. I said earlier.
So that's total, like, and that was the one thing of why we've deterred from the question, because it was more or less breaking down what settling was and what perfect was. And when Bridget was on here, she was basically saying that she agreed. I don't know if she's still there or not. I don't know if you're still there. I can't tell. But she was basically saying that she agrees with the part of the definition, because we read the definition off of being as good as it can possibly be when it came to being perfect. granted, I do agree with that part of it, but I don't feel like that's not the full definition of perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to say it's perfect, it's the full definition. Like, you have to come full circle when it comes to perfect.
Perfect
that's
also
why I
means
feel
complete.
like, exactly, it's complete. So, like.
So, do you not feel complete? Do you not feel complete? I mean, that's part of the definition too. I mean, because I feel like if you're going to you can't just break.
How can we do that though? But how we gonna do that?
Break down the definition.
So if that's the case, then why? If that's the case, then you can't just take as good as it is possible to be. You can't just use just that either.
Okay, and I know.
So you get what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, if it's complete, it's absolute complete. Used for emphasis. Used for emphasis. So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's used for. If we're gonna say I'm perfect, that means there's no way there's no one else for me. There's no one else. So if this breaks apart and you leave me, then we were never perfect for each other. How were we ever perfect for each other if you leave me? If we're so complete, why would you ever leave me? How would you know? Like, so, and if that's the case, then I will completely agree. I will bow out and say, okay, I agree. If that's the case, then I agree. But like I say again, I would never use perfect in a very early relationship. I say again, if we 80, 90 years old on a rocking chair, baby, we perfect. We made it through it all. We perfect for each other. But if we just like 27.
But there's people that's perfect for each other, but
27,
they
29.
They don't stick it through. What about that for those people? What about for the people that like are perfect? They're like they're the match.
But then they end up finding somebody else that's gonna make them just as happy as you.
But they end up finding. But I didn't say that. I said, what if that perfect person is the person they're with, and then they end up leaving, and they call it in because it's still like you said early in the relationship because. For whatever reason. And then
I mean, I feel like you can work towards perfect. Let's say that then. But then there again.
What was that?
There again, it goes to that work word first. Working towards perfect. We can work towards as good as it gonna be. How about that? I will say that. I will agree with that. So to know the difference between settling and to know the difference between perfect, so that you know the difference between when you're settling for someone and when you're perfect for someone, love yourself first.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Because you're not going to know what you want.
Right.
When you sit down and like the one thing she said in that video was she sat down and she wrote a list out about herself. She wrote a list and she said it was hard. It was hard. You know why it was hard? Because she went from a relationship where she was not completely happy and she was just now starting to think about, man, who is Tina? And that's when it gets hard.
Because she was settling.
She might have not been settling. Like, how do you know she was settling?
That's settling.
And it probably started settling at the end of the relationship. But in the beginning, they probably, they was working towards they perfect. How you know they didn't feel like they was perfect for each other?
They probably did. And they did. They probably did.
So, like, but she didn't know. She didn't have the... She never sat down and actually wrote out a list and was like, okay, I'm this person. I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and then have to go back and do another list of where this is, and we do this, we do that. This is what we are. This is how it works out, and blah 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 blah. So, yeah, what time is it?
It is about that time to start wrapping it up because we've been going for hours.
Have we been going for hours?
No,
God.
About an hour or so. Almost. About to hit one. But yeah, that was our topic. That was our opinions on it. We're not always going to agree. We agree to disagree on some of these discussions.
We do.
But
it's a discussion though.
But it's not an argument. We don't argue over none of this stuff. Because at the end of the day,
he works for me.
And she's perfect for me. So it works for us.
Hey.
So.
But
Before we head out, we're gonna do our game of the week. Because we're board gamers, we like to play board games. Great way to spend family time and with friends, with whatever you want to call associates. Be the cool, popular kid at the job. Bring a game in and play it. The feature game this week is called Fuji Flush. Put it up in the camera. Fuji Flush. It's a numbers game. It's a real easy, real simple game. It's really like what, $11, $10, $11?
It's a cheap one.
It's a cheap one. Not an expensive one. We brought a cheap one this time. This is a good starter.
This is a good drinking game. This is a good sober game. This is a good chill game. This is a
hype game. You get hype on this game too.
This game, if you play it with the right people, you will get hype off this game. Right. It's we would have to play it in order to explain it, but this game, what did he say?
GOWDs.
What does that mean?
Is it like Uno? It looks like Uno.
It's kind of like Uno, but it's not. Uno. It's not like Uno at all.
It's more like
not at all.
You're trying to knock each. Basically, you're trying to make it right. You're trying to put a number down, and everyone puts a number down, trying to knock each other. I really can't explain.
You can't explain it unless you play it. And like the next time we have a game night, I think we're really gonna bust this one out. Well, this is usually our starter game, and 9 times out of 10,
it doesn't leave the table.
It never leaves the table. Sometimes we never get to another game. So basically, if I have a 2, I will put down a 2, right? Yeah. And then let's say we have like 4 people at the table, and Charles is one of them. I put down a 2. Charles can either put down a lower number or a higher number. Now or the same number. Now, if he puts out a higher number, that throws me off the table. Yeah. I want to get all the cards out of my hand, like Uno. So that's the game. You want to get all the cards out your hand, like Uno. But people are stopping you from getting all the cards. So, like, let's say I put out a 2, he put out a 3. I gotta pull a card.
With our powers combined.
And then the next person puts out another 3. And then the next person puts out another 3.
Becomes a 9.
And then the next person puts out another 3. And then it comes back to me. What was it already? How many numbers did I put?
3, 6, 9, 12. You have to beat 12.
I have to beat 12. So I can either put out a 19, a 16, or 14, because the numbers go all the way to 20. Yeah. If I can beat that, then I make all of them pick up a card.
Or she could put a 3, combine it, and then we all flush out for that card and start again.
That's exactly how it works.
That's how it works. It's just a numbers game.
Yeah. It's a numbers, but like it doesn't sound as good as it is played.
Yeah, it's one of those games you gotta play. Go on YouTube, watch playthrough of it, and you'll be like, oh man.
I will post one this week. I was supposed to post one of
Villainous,
and I will post that one, and I want to post this one. This game, I'm telling you, it does not leave a table. We haven't tried it with the boys yet, but I feel like this is a good adult. This game is up there with, I feel like it could be a second spades for, like.
Yeah, it has that type of. Because it has that
it makes you, like if you are a couple coming to this table, sit across from each other. Do not sit next to each other because you're going to get mad. Like, me and Charles go at each other's neck anyways, but when we play with other couples who are like actually the type
she goes at my neck.
Like,
I'm nice.
Nah, Charles. I mean, you can ask McKeith, and Charles go for his own kid's neck. So we know for a fact Charles come from my neck. When we play board game, there's nothing out there that's gonna stop us. You better learn how to play. Yeah. Like our boys know, you better learn how to play because you're not winning. But yes, this game is a good game. It's I will put it up on the. Did I put up Villainous, the price on Facebook? I didn't. I don't think I did. No, if I didn't, I will go ahead and I'll put all of that on there, and I will put a link and everything.
And Villainous is a great.
It is a great game.
If you're a Disney lover, you'll like that.
I think
let's not get off topic with Villainous and stick on Fuji Flush.
Yeah. So yeah. So Fuji Flush. Next week we're gonna have a new one, but the new one that we have next week, I will actually have I'll have footage of it. We're gonna play it with the boys.
That's the goal. We're
gonna try to start having footage of it.
Yeah, so y'all can actually see some playthroughs and see, you know, like, hey, this game does look
Charles
interesting.
the only reason why I don't post them is because Charles talks a lot, and
I'm a thorough explainer.
Yeah, and like
I want you to understand. I want you to be able to jump in it and be able to play like you already know the game.
Yeah, but you can't do. Everybody don't. I'm a person who you have to start the game. Let me catch. So what do I do next? So what do I do next? So what do I do next? Yeah. That's how I am. Like, or give me a gist, and then if I don't know, then I ask questions. You know, I'm a trial run person. That's not the same. Yeah. But yeah,
we're gonna probably the next game I kind of want to show since it is October. I think we should bring out the show them the zombie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say
nah.
I'm not gonna say the name of it. Okay. You'll see next live.
I think I got some footage of that somewhere.
Yeah, you do. I got some footage.
I got some footage of it.
Yeah.
So that we still owe y'all another extra video.
Live video. And we are gonna we got some videos in the works to go on YouTube as well. So
yeah,
be on the lookout for that. We'll start advertising that once we start putting some videos up.
Yeah, because this weekend I supposed to be putting up the Davis family. We went on our first camping trip as a family and enjoyed it. We'll have all the footage up of that. I tried my best to vlog with the time that I had because we were having so much fun. Yeah. But I tried my best. We took pictures of the boys, of us, and what time y'all start? What time we start what? Start what? What do you mean? I'm confused. Game. I don't know if we're going to have game night this week. I don't know what we're going to do this weekend, but like we usually, if you're in the Columbus area and you're looking for a gamer, because I mean like, all the people on my Facebook page, I kind of know y'all, so it's not like I be having randoms. What time y'all start?
Usually we try to go for 8:30, but we went a little late today. That man said Macy Gray. All right, Baltimore.
Thank you, baby. Nah.
Lingard Leviosa.
You got it right that time. Yeah. High five. But yeah, y'all. So I'm excited about it, and if you're in Columbus and you want to know more about games, we're here. We do game nights, and we're working on doing game nights so that more people could come. So that's in the works. We're working on it. It's going to be coming a lot sooner than later, but yes, we're going to try to do at least once a month. It's going to start out once a month. It's going to get more frequent, but once a month.
Yeah, and then goal is to get a new game every
get a new game
every month or so.
Every month. That's why we broke, y'all. Because we always buying games. No. And it's not just him. It's like he'll be like, oh well, I bought this game this month. So then next month I'm like, okay, well, oh God, no, sheesh, that was not girly like. I'll be like, ugh, I gotta buy my game now. So
yeah. But
you said you tired of only me and Rachel coming. Basically, no. I said that only because this weekend I actually have the boys have car wash, so that's why I said I don't know. We're gonna see because I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if y'all coming to the car wash, it's all fine. Like, it is what it is.
But we'll get with y'all offline about that. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. You know, y'all see it, Fuji Flush, check it out.
Tia, you should move to Alabama.
Heard the topic of the day. Till next time, Facebook.
You should move. All right, y'all. See y'all later.
All right, y'all be easy. Have a good night. Stay safe. We out, and it is what it is.
It is.